day, everybody. I'm Officer Catherine Burt from the Ontario Provincial Police in Leamington. I'm here to talk to you about the dangers and consequences of driving under the influence of alcohol and/or drugs, whether you are a cyclist or a car driver. This is our educational video in concert with the Migrant Worker Community Program in Leamington. We want to talk about this serious problem that is affecting the community. Driving while impaired by drugs or alcohol is dangerous behavior that can have severe consequences for everybody on the road. Every year, thousands of people are injured or lose their lives to impaired-related accidents. As responsible drivers, it's crucial that we recognize the risks of impaired driving and take steps to prevent it. We want you to understand by the end of this video the importance of safe driving and sober driving, as well as the impact that it can have on your life and the lives of other people if you are not sober when you're driving. As a police officer, I've seen the devastating effects of drinking and driving or drugs and driving on too many occasions. I want to remind people of why it's always a bad idea. Alcohol impairs our ability to react normally to things. It slows down our reaction time, making it difficult for us to respond to unexpected situations on the road. It also affects our coordination, making it harder to control a vehicle or a bicycle and to stay in our lane. Vision is also affected by alcohol, making it harder to see obstacles and other road users. When we combine all these factors, it's clear to see why driving under the influence of alcohol or drugs puts us and others at serious risk. Driving a car or cycling under the influence of alcohol and drugs is not only dangerous, but it's also illegal in most countries. You could face severe consequences such as fines, the impounding or taking of your vehicle, license suspension, and even jail time. Driving under the influence of drugs or alcohol is a criminal offense. Additionally, if you cause an accident while you are driving impaired, you could face civil action and criminal action and be held responsible for any injuries or deaths that could occur as a result of your actions. On a bicycle as well, it is a bad idea to drive drunk. Police officers have the ability to arrest and ticket a cyclist if they are biking in a careless or reckless manner, breaking the rules of the road. Many bicycles today have electric or gas motors, and in these cases, an intoxicated cyclist may be arrested and charged as an impaired driver, same as if they were driving a car, due to the bicycle, moped, or scooter being motorized. A cyclist that consumes alcohol or drugs and gets back on a bike puts themselves and others at serious risks. As well as the driver of any kind of bicycle, you have very little protection if you get struck. Regardless of whether you're riding a regular bike, a power-assisted bike, we recommend that you have zero alcohol in your system. You should also be wearing appropriate safety gear so that other drivers can see you. The solution is simple. If you've been drinking or using drugs, find another way to get where you need to go. Use a taxi, take public transportation, or call a friend. By making one of these choices, you can help keep yourself and others safe and avoid the legal consequences of driving under the influence, as well as the stress and heartache of having hurt anybody else. To prevent impaired driving and keep our roads safe, it is important to make responsible choices. Here are some practical tips that can help. 1. Have a designated driver. If you plan to drink, it is always best to have a designated driver, a person who is sober and will take responsibility for getting people home. Public transportation. Many cities have excellent public transportation systems, which could include buses, trains, or subways. 3. Ride-sharing services. Ride-sharing services such as Uber are a convenient and affordable option for getting around when you've been drinking. Just make sure to pre-arrange your ride before you go out so you're not stranded later. Drink in moderation. If you decide to drink, it is important to do so in moderation. The more you drink, the more impaired you will become. Plan ahead. If you know you're going to be drinking, make a plan for how you will get home before you leave the house. This way you don't have to worry about transportation later. You could also make that decision with the people you're going out with. Friends and family. Don't be afraid to ask for help from friends or family if you need it. I'm sure they will be happy to help keep you safe. Law enforcement. If you see someone who appears to be driving under the influence, do not hesitate to call law enforcement. Your phone call could save somebody's life. By taking these steps to prevent impaired driving, we can help keep our roads safe and protect ourselves and others. Remember, it is always important to make responsible choices and never drive under the influence of drugs or alcohol. We need to work together to prevent impaired driving and promote safe and responsible behavior on our roads. Thank you very much for watching, and remember, always drive sober. The risks and the consequences are just not worth it. Also, if you know someone who you believe is struggling with alcohol abuse, there are a number of resources available to help. Together, we can help reduce the number of drinking and driving incidents on our roadways. Thank you very much.